Now let's talk about these wedge sliders for a minute, and I want to tell you or explain to you how they're supposed to work. Alright, now in our little bike here, what we have is a belt driven. It's basically we have a first gear and a second gear, or a high speed, low speed. Just to put it simply, you can argue all you want, but I really don't give a fuck because I'm always right. Thank you. End of discussion. The trick is this. When the bike starts out, the belt on the back clamshell pulley is at its widest point. In reverse, the belt is at its lowest point, riding right on the crankshaft when you start out. As you go from first gear into second gear, as I like to call it, or low to high, the belt will start riding, the clamshell will open right here, and the belt will start riding on the transmission shaft at wide open, and the front belt will ride on the drive face. Okay, this is the drive face, and I'm going to put this as simple as I can. This is a theory behind these. Now, I don't know if I haven't tried them, but when you start out in low gear, picture this on the bike, your belt is right here. Okay? As you go from first to second gear, the back clamshell starts to open and the belt starts to ride up here on the inner of the drive face. Now if you look right here, you can see a line on this drive face. It's very I would say, vague, but the belt rides up to about right here where my thumb is. If you could get the belt to ride a little bit higher, the motorcycle will go faster. That's the theory anyway. What these wedged Koso weights are supposed to do, and they were originally designed by a company called Dr. Pulley, but they want 20 bucks a set for them, which is highway robbery in my opinion. But if they work, if they're well made, why not? But this is the first time I've tried them. So what we've got is this. Instead of the round rollers that push against the ramp plate as it opens up, when this opens up, which is open right now all the way, that pushes the belt higher up on the inside of the drive face. So the theory is, with these weights, and they have this flat edge to them, the flat shelf, is that at wide open speed, or WFO if you're an old motocross guy, whenever anyone says WFO, oh man, it was WFO, it means wide fucking open. Okay, balls to the walls, you're living right on the edge. That's what it means. Getting back to the story. If this plate can open just a little, a 1/16 or an 1/8 inch higher, it can push this variator plate closer to the drive face and cause the belt to ride higher. And you can see by the variator where the belt rides from the rings. You can see it only gets up to about the top. There's about a quarter of an inch, you can see there, where it doesn't touch. If you could get the belt to go a little bit higher, you'll get higher speed. That's what these weights are for, and that's what we're going to try and see if that's what it does. Now I don't know, because maybe it's got other characteristics, but that is part of my rebuilding phase on the bike for this summer. And I'm going to go get the panels and show you what I've done on them so far, and then we'll put it all back together and see what we got.